Well, all that chasing pack were hoping that Chelsea would slip up without Diego Costa. It wasn't to be. Convincing at Leicester City. How impressive were they, Thierry?
Oh, they were. We mentioned it. I mean, I love that pass from Eden Hazard, by the way. But they were impressive because everyone thought that it was going to be a difficult game against Leicester, especially at Leicester. But they found a way to win the game. I think their system and the way they play, whoever plays in that system feels like they can score goals. And Alonso came up with 2 big goals. I mean, the next one, the second one, sorry, was a bit lucky. I love the little pass there from Pedro, and he finished that easily. But they won 3-0, and they look comfortable.
Try keeping those 3 front players quiet, even without Diego Costa. We saw Leicester try and do it by going to 3 at the back. It didn't work out for them, but they were one of 8 sides, Jamie, that played 3 at the back this weekend. It seems that that's what teams are trying to do against Chelsea. So how do you hurt this system that Chelsea are playing so well?
Well, people keep changing for Chelsea. Everton changed, got battered. I think Leicester were well beaten. The one side that's beaten them of late was Spurs, and they also played 3 at the back. I would say they got better players than Everton and Leicester. But I think Spurs, if you just look at it now and you think of the reasons why they beat them, and I think as a manager, you've got to think, when you're going into a game against any team or any formation, where can we hurt them? Where's the space? Where's the space? Now, against this system, the space is always around these 2 players, the wing-backs. Now, is it in front of them, as we see there, and on the other side, we'll get to that shortly, or is it behind them? And also the big problem is when they end up in a back 5, the distance these 2 players have to cover either side of the midfield players is a big problem for Chelsea, and we'll see it in this clip now. Now that's because they're in the back 5. We again switch it. And I just want to highlight the position at this moment. The most informed player, I think, in the Premier League's in. Look, to the side of Matic, to the side of the central midfield player. And again, that's what we're talking. That's where the space is. That's what you have to exploit against Chelsea. It's not easy. So the ball goes across. And because of the way they set up, they leave these 2 players up the pitch. This man, Matic, has to come over and help. So he's dragged out of that central area. And you see the position. Eriksen now picks that ball up. Kante comes out. Cahill comes out. They're not sure who's supposed to pick him up. Now, it's easy getting in that position. You've also got to have the delivery and the finish of those 2. Now, the difference now. The wing-backs are high. They're losing 1-0. It's the second half. So now, where's the space? Behind the wing-backs. Sorry, just clear that. So behind the wing-backs on this one, and you look at the other side there, behind Moses. So we run it on, so they try and expose that by playing the long ball down the line. They pick up the second ball. Stop that now. Talking about space behind Victor Moses. That's where the space is now, because the wing-back's high up. We see them switch the play now, and what happens is, because they have easy possession, Chelsea retreat into the back 5. Where's the space again? Either side of the central midfield players. There. Run it on and see who finds that space again. It's going to get switched across now to Christian Eriksen. The space, as I've mentioned, either side of the central midfield players. They then get dragged wide again. Carbon copy of the first goal. An unbelievable execution, finish from Dele Alli. Of course, you need that bit at the end to finish it off. But they are the spaces and the areas where you can hurt this Chelsea team. Not easy, but there's something for us all to look at.